Welcome back, everybody. My guest tonight spent 4 years as Speaker of the House, making her the highest-ranking female politician in American history. Sorry, Queen Latifah. Please welcome Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for being back. It's always good to have a formidable adversary to be talking to across the table. All right? We meet again, my old nemesis.
Hello, my friend.
Hello. We're not so different, you and I. We both have our agendas. Let's talk about the last one you tried to push on my show. The last time you were here, we came to a meeting of the minds. You had something called the Disclose Act.
That's right.
Where you would try to get politicians to disclose all the donations to their associative PACs or 501c4s. In return, I said I would help you if you would get more people, more members of Congress to be part of my Better Know a District series. I upheld my end of the bargain. You upheld your end of the bargain. We proved that people can do things across the aisle.
Across the aisle.
What are you... What are you pushing tonight? What nefarious Northern California, San Francisco value are you pushing on the nation tonight?
Tonight, I'm pushing our agenda, a middle-class jumpstart. The heart of it is, when women succeed, America succeeds.
Okay. That's implying, no offense, madam, listen, no offense, madam, but that is implying that women are the middle class. What about the men in the middle class? Haven't you just emasculated them?
No, we're getting to that. But what we're saying is, the best thing we can do to grow our middle class is unleash the power of women. Equal pay for equal work, raise the minimum wage, affordable child care. Going on to men, invest in education to keep America #1, and third, keep jobs here in the U.S. with good tax policy instead of sending overseas, and build roads, bridges, infrastructure, broadband in our country so that all Americans can participate in our prosperity in an economy that works for everyone, not just the privileged few.
Okay, all right. We will get to the fact that you're engaging in class warfare in just a moment. You just did it. You just fired a shot across my bow. You can't deny that. All right. How will you get it done, though? Because nothing gets done in Washington.
That's right.
Nothing gets done in Washington, right? How can you possibly get this done? What are you going to use? Do you have naked photos of John Boehner doing something? How could you possibly get... Because the Republicans... You got the mental image? You got the mental image?
No, I know.
And if you do, is the tan uniform?
No.
No? All right. How could you possibly get it done?
Win the election. All we need are 17 votes to take back the House for the American people, or...
For the Democrats, you mean, not the American
Democrats.
people. Democrats.
Well...
There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Well, for them, for issues that help them meet their needs.
But that would make you Speaker of the House again, probably.
Some Democrat.
Okay. Yeah. Some Democrat wearing a blue linen suit. Who cares who it is? Why would you ever want that job again? John Boehner is on the edge of a nervous breakdown all the time. He looks like he's going to burst into tears. Isn't that a hard job? That's an incredibly hard job to hold, isn't it?
Well, when we were able to pass the Affordable Care Act. We were able to reform have Wall Street reform. We were able to save millions of acres of green acres in America. Good things about jobs, about health care, about education, about working for the American people. I didn't love being Speaker, but I liked getting the job done for the American people.
Can you stick around for a moment more? Because we've got to take a little break, but I want to talk to you about a couple other things.
All right.
All right. We'll be right back with Nancy Pelosi. Please stick around. We're here with Representative Nancy Pelosi. Now, before the break, by the way, is it Speaker Pelosi? Is it Leader Pelosi? What should I call you?
Nancy.
Nancy. Okay. I want to be respectful while I attack you for attacking the middle class. Okay.
No. I'm promoting the middle class.
Okay, I forgot what's the name of the thing you're talking
about?
Middle
class Jumpstart.
Okay, when will you start jumping on the middle class?
We're jumping for the middle class.
Are you going to raise taxes on guys like me?
No, we're paying.
How about guys like me who make millions of dollars a year? Are you going to raise taxes on me?
Let's talk about this. What we have in our initiative is to stop giving tax breaks to corporations that for shipping jobs overseas. Instead, give tax breaks to keep good-paying jobs.
You know, I'm a corporation. I'm a corporation. That's attacking me.
Yeah.
I'm a corporation, and this entire show is written in Malaysia.
And we're going to grow. We're going to build roads, bridges, broadband, water systems by closing tax loopholes for special interest in the tax code.
Let's talk about a couple other issues real quickly here. Immigration. Why do you think Obama is encouraging all these children to come to the United States? What's his plan? What's his grift here? You guys are going to register these 8-year-olds from Guatemala to vote, right?
You know, I know you're a very devout Catholic.
Oh, yes,
I wish
absolutely.
you would read the Catholic Conference of Bishops report. Mm-hmm. They talk about the baby Jesus being a refugee from violence as an example. And they tell
He didn't ask to be a citizen in Egypt. He didn't ask to be able to vote for the Pharaoh. He went back to the Holy Land.
They didn't vote for the Pharaoh in those days.
Okay.
But the fact is,
I didn't.
No, that was not a democratic system. Mm-hmm. No, this is a humanitarian crisis, and it needs a humanitarian response. It also needs a response that says if you have a legitimate claim for refugee status or asylum, that's one thing. If not, you're going back home. But let's do that expeditiously, and let's do it with respect for the dignity of each of these people. So
you launched Middle Class Jumpstart? Is that what it's called?
Middle Class Jumpstart.
Middle Class Jumpstart last week. When will it be law?
Well, let me just say this. While we were announcing it on the steps of the Capitol, waving the American flag about the middle class and all who aspire to it, the Republicans were inside with a hearing to sue the President of the United States for enforcing the law.
Well, why shouldn't you do that? Why should they wanted the President to roll out the Affordable Care Act, you know, swiftly, as they always have wanted.
What they wanted was 50 times they voted to repeal the Affordable Care Act. But they're talking process, we're talking progress, we're talking jobs, they're talking lawsuits.
If the President is being a tyrant, what choice do they have but to take him to court? Obama can always countersue. Everyone in Washington can get mobbed up with lawyers, and we'll let Judge Judy decide the entire thing. Well, thank you so much for joining me. House Democratic Leader Nancy Pelosi. We'll be right back.